Hello and welcome to Ginger Lemon. Just a public service announcement here. In this video, I am going to discuss huge details revealed from data mining Animal Crossing New Horizons. Now, data mining doesn't 100% mean these features will be introduced to the game, but they could definitely be considered spoilers. So if you don't want to know anything that hasn't been officially revealed by Nintendo, you may want to click away now. Firstly, I want to give a big shout out to Ninji on Twitter who has provided all these data mining details. Thanks man, so let's see what we found. There's a lot to cover here, so let's start with a character who I adore and is currently sadly missing from New Horizons. That is Red. For those who don't know Red, he is a shady fox who ran a black market stall selling art. But the caveat here was that all but one item of art was fake. If you managed to correctly identify an original piece, you could donate it to Blathers to display in the museum. So have you ever wondered what that secret beach on the north shore of your island is for? Clearly it's intentional, as everyone has one. Well, it seems like Crazy Red may have a ship, which will dock at this secret beach. I find it hard to imagine Red on a ship, but I like the idea of him sneaking onto the island rather than advertising his counterfeit goods in the middle of the plaza. Either way, it seems like the fake art mechanic is coming back to Animal Crossing, so get your magnifying glasses ready for a closer inspection. So if art is returning, would we be able to donate it to the museum? There is currently no section designated for it, which brings us to the next part of the data mine, the museum upgrades. I think most people know about the first museum upgrade, which evolves the tent to a beautiful brick building. However, there seems to be 3 more expansions to the museum. The first will house art, as hinted earlier, and the next 2 upgrades could be for 2 standalone buildings, a museum shop and a museum cafe. I think announcing a cafe is music to the ears of fellow Brewster lovers. Brewster is a reserved yet friendly pigeon who usually manages his cafe called The Roost. He is known for his love of coffee and gyroids. Speaking of which, gyroids are another item which seems to be sorely missing from New Horizons. I keep expecting to dig up some after a rainy day, but I'm always disappointed. Worry not, it appears that gyroids will be incorporated into the new museum cafe. Next up, if you're an avid gardener or landscaper, you will be pleased to know bushes might be introduced. There are currently 6 bushes listed, including azalea, hibiscus, holly, hydrangea, camellia, and osmanthus, also known as olive. The exact bush types have changed between the 1.0 and 1.4 update, so they may not be the final choices, but I think it's safe to assume this important feature may make a return. Continuing with the plant theme, it seems like Animal Crossing is going to introduce a brand new update, and that is growing vegetables. We are currently able to grow fruit trees, and there are also turnips in game, but they are primarily for selling. But it seems like tomatoes, wheat, sugarcane, potatoes, carrots, and pumpkin could all be a new activity that you will need to grow and pick. As someone who loves games like Stardew Valley and Harvest Moon, I think this will be a fantastic new feature that I cannot wait to try. The introduction of vegetables also leads to the possibility of new DIY recipes, and dare I say it, crafting food. This is also backed up by a Get Recipe cooking report in the code, which supports this theory. So get your oven gloves ready folks, it's time for a great Animal Crossing bake-off. The next feature hinted at in the data mine is diving. In the 1.0 update, there was a file named Seafood for the Critterpedia page. It is supposedly meant to contain 33 entries, including the currently in-game Manila clam. Diving will allow you to obtain fish and seaweed within this category. After mentioning implementing cooking, I wonder whether fish and seafood will also become ingredients to certain recipes. Finally, one last feature which I don't think will come as a surprise to anyone is a 3rd upgrade to Nook's Cranny. Once Timmy and Tommy were brave enough to leave Tom Nook at the resident services and start their own business trading goods, they soon built a wooden shed as their store. After a while, their humble shed was promoted to a newer, fully fledged shop with window displays and a proper roof. There is most likely one more upgrade after this to their store, but what it will look like and what it will contain is still a mystery. Wow, that was a lot of new information, right? This is some huge news if all these features are going to be included in the game. What new mechanic are you looking forward to the most? And is there anything you would like to see introduced which hasn't been discovered in the data mine? Let me know in the comments below. Once again, a big thank you to Ninji who provided all of this information. And for more news, tips, gameplay, and everything else Animal Crossing, stay tuned on Ginger Lemon. Thanks for watching and see you next time.